Hey guys, it's Bendy Penguin 64. Welcome back to Charlie the Chocoholic. I never thought I'd be saying those words in my life. Okay, bit of backstory for the uninitiated. Charlie the Chocoholic was a game that I started working on back in April 2015, and it was supposed to be like a little 2D platformer that was inspired by Super Meat Boy, because that's one of my personal favourite indie games ever. In fact, it used to be my personal favourite indie game full stop until I discovered Undertale and found out what an amazing game that is. But that's a discussion for another day. I could go on for hours about that. Anyway, Charlie the Chocoholic, started working on it in April 2015. I used to update it quite frequently and post new updates and things like that on how it was going. But as time went on, I had more work to do for university, so I had to take care of that. So that distracted me from working on it, and then I had to go back to start my next proper educational year of university, so I had to get back into assignments and things. I recently got a part-time job, which has been eating up my weekends and things, and I also want to keep up with YouTube, of course, because right now I'm playing through Crash Bandicoot and stuff. So yeah, personal life's been pretty hectic, so production on Charlie the Chocoholic very much had to slow down. But recently my friend has been asking me, hey, how's it going? How have you been progressing? Because it's actually my friend that's been doing the music for the game, so shout out to him. And what was I saying? Yeah, my friend was asking me how I was going about it, how it was turning out, and I said, you know what, I haven't done that much work on it for a while because I've been distracted. Let's just power through it, try to get it finished, because it's been on hold for too long. So right now, I think it's just about done. I've tweaked a few things behind the scenes, I've added some new gameplay elements. Most of it is kind of similar to how it was in the last update, but if you haven't played this game before, then yeah, hopefully that embiggens the impact. Embiggens, that's not a real word actually. Well, it kind of is. It was invented on The Simpsons. Nice bit of trivia for you. But anyway, yeah, I've edited a few things. I think it's just about done. All that remains right now is just some sound effects and more music that my friend is working on. But besides that, yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully this will be one of the last updates I ever make on this game, because I think I've accomplished everything that I wanted to. It's not perfect. There were still a couple of things that I was considering doing, but ultimately, you know what, for a first attempt at a real game, I think this is decent. So anyway, if you want to play it yourself, I've put a download link in the description, and if you click that link, it will download this zip folder right here to your computer. So what you want to do next is open up the zip folder, and you'll see this folder right here. So you want to copy that and go to any folder you want. I'll just put it here for the sake of it. Yeah, just go to any folder you want and copy it. So then, if you open up the folder, you've got a few files here. And I got interrupted for a second. Sorry about that. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, content folder right here, which is full of the stuff that you need to run the game. Couple of files here as part of the download service. Well, the service that I use to upload the game, rather. Yeah, don't bother thinking about those. Those aren't important. Yeah, this is the only file that really matters to you guys if you want to play the game. This application right here. So what you want to do is just open up that application, and when you do that, you might get a couple of error messages from your computer saying do you want to run this application? And if you've got some kind of antivirus looking at it, it might take a couple of minutes to go through a couple of error messages or something. But if you get any messages like that, just say, yeah, run this application anyway, it's not a problem. So then when the game opens up, yeah, just go ahead and play it. And I'm not going to bother opening it now, because I've made a few game development diaries in the past to already show hints of gameplay, but I don't want to spoil too much of the new stuff. Well, there's not a whole lot to spoil, but oh well, it's something. So yeah, you just want to open that. And quick warning as well: if you open the application and you've been through any antivirus messages or warnings from your computer or anything, and it still doesn't open, it immediately crashes when you open it or something like that, then the most likely reason is that you need the Microsoft XNA redistributable downloaded on your computer. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, you might have it downloaded on your computer and just not know it because of I think some games download it automatically, but yeah, you will need it downloaded on your computer. So if you try opening the application after scanning it or with antivirus or whatever, going through the error messages, and it still doesn't open, then go to the second link in the description of this video where I've given a link to the XNA redistributable. Just download that and everything should be fine. Once you've got once you've got that working, just open the application again, and yeah, it should all be fine. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to show too much gameplay because I've done plenty of that already. I think I've spoiled enough of this game by myself, so I'm going to leave it to you guys. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot else that I really want to talk about. So yeah, I've made a couple of tweaks, got a few new gameplay elements in there. It's got controller support, which is awesome. Highly recommend it. And yeah, all that remains is just a couple of sound effects or songs that my friend wants to put in. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.